All right. Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my girl, KiKi2Blunt.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good, doing awesome. So how's everything going your way?
It's going. It's all right. I can't complain.
Right.
Here doing what I normally do.
Okay.
Me.
All right, so first off, let's get into the name, KiKi2Blunt. Like, what's the origin behind KiKi2Blunt?
Well, it's really supposed to be just 2 Blunt, but somebody already had that name. So I was like, fuck it. It's going to be KiKi2Blunt because, hell, shit, that's me anyway. And Kiki is just my nickname. So it comes from my middle name, which is Shakita, but it's spelled odd. So
okay.
It's just Kiki.
And then it went from there. Okay.
Yeah, cool, and I really don't be... I'm just me. Like, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say, how I say it, when I say it, depending on the time and situation.
Right.
But for the most part, I'm just going to speak my mind. Like, it's the easiest way and the best way to just be me.
Right. Okay,
so I'm too blunt, and I smoke a lot. Yeah, smoke a lot.
Okay, so you originally from Augusta?
No. Okay. I was born in Macon, Georgia.
Okay, shout out Macon, Georgia.
Woo, big county. And then I guess at a younger age, we ended up moving to Calhoun County. And I grew up down South Georgia. So that's Calhoun County, Doherty County. It's probably about an hour out from Florida. So I'm out there. I really grew up in the swamps. So Edison, Georgia. Pretty much everybody share the same high school, elementary school, and middle school. The high school and middle school stuck together. You got to travel to another city to go to them. So
that was small. What's the population like in there? What? Couple hundred?
I don't know the population, to be honest with you. Back then, right now, hell, it probably ain't even at 100,000, to be honest with you. It probably ain't even at 50,000,
right,
to be honest with you.
Right.
I just know everybody share the same county in 4 different cities.
Right.
So you got Morgan, Georgia, Edison, Georgia, Levin, Georgia,
okay,
and Arlington, Georgia.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's 4, I think. So everybody Calhoun County.
Okay, cool.
Everything separated. The jail somewhere else, the city house somewhere else. The elementary school, one city. The high school, middle school, another city. The grocery store, maybe somewhere else. Depending on which one you at.
Right. Okay. So how you wound up migrating down to Augusta?
My mama, she was in the military, and down there in the country, she always... She used to... I ain't gonna say she used to fast life, but she was ahead of her time probably back then. Like, everything slowed down there. So when we were younger, she just ended up going to the military after I was born or whatever. And she was finishing school, and then... She moved up here to Augusta with Fort Gordon there, and I came here when I was about 11, and I pretty much say I'm just from Augusta because this is where I graduated from. Like, this is where we stayed at the most. Like, we moved around so much. Like I said, I'm from South Georgia, so we stayed in Albany, Georgia. We stayed somewhere everywhere. So between Macon, down there in Calhoun, Albany, and now we're in Richmond County. So I'm a county baby.
A county baby, okay.
County baby, Georgia baby.
Cool. All right, so being down here in Augusta, like, okay, what were some things that you liked about Augusta?
Much as I can remember, it was just faster. I thought this was a city. I pulled up out that bit like, y'all we ain't got to travel and shit.
Right.
We got a corner store and you got another corner store. Oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? We got a couple of grocery stores, shit I ain't never heard of, so... It was pretty good. Like, it was cool. People act different. The food tasted way different. Like, I was used to a different type of soul food cooking. Right. Like, if my mama didn't want cooking it, I don't think I was going to eat it because it was something... Down in the country, we use different ingredients how they use up here. Like, it's like, this up here is country, but down there, that shit country.
That shit country.
So, I don't know if the butter got extra butter fat in it versus when they sell it up here, but I do know that don't nobody up here cook food how them folk down there cook food. Like,
they cook food different.
Man, they cook food different. And if you find anybody up here that cooks some food that real good, I promise to you they ain't from here.
Yeah.
Promise to you they ain't from here. They go tell you they from Mississippi some damn well.
Right.
I can believe it.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, but baby.
That's true.
The food, now I ain't saying the food ain't good either because I don't want to get drunk out here in these creeks, but I'm just saying.
You said from what? From where
I'm from and what I know.
Right.
Our shit be busted. And I can't nobody cook better than my mama and my them folks. It's simple as that.
Right. Yeah, man. You know, you grew up on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, so of course. So, all right. So, what got you into the music arts?
I always been in the music. My mama ain't played it. Like, she had us taking piano lessons and classes. I didn't take it, but my brother and sister did. But I ended up, you know what I'm saying, picking up a clarinet in 5th grade, going to 6th grade middle school. But I also wrote poetry, but I was always into like just composing music or coming up with a beat or a sound. So she always had me listening to Trina, Trick Daddy, Mariah, Vanilla Ice, anything back then in the day. I'm listening to that. And then I got my daddy. My daddy, he 10 years older than my mama. So he was born in 65. And no, he was born in 55. One of them. It don't even matter. The fact is, they had all that old ass music. The oldest, like the Temptation, the Commodores, the OJ.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, I be jamming.
Right.
So all that right there, and then what we grew up on, I'm 90s baby, so we grew up with all kind of hits. We had the R. Kelly phase. We had Pretty Ricky. We had everything that our folks was coming out for, like a mix of all this little shit. All this lovey-dovey shit that R&B was hitting back then in the 90s, then 2000s. So everything, that shit crazy. Like, the swag of everything was crazy. And then it had some feeling to it. Like, you can tell people actually took their time and wrote this shit. Like, they ain't just took some words and just made it sound good. They actually took words so you can feel the passion of what they saying. Not, I'm going to punch you in your face, but they'll sit here and express the pain behind being punched in the face where you actually can feel it. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
I love that shit. Like, they don't put no emotion in it. Like,
they start off.
We don't even got fucking songs no more. Our fucking songs got an 808 beat in the back. Like, damn, bitch, the fuck? What the love making that? So
you can't make love to shit no more.
You can't make love to shit no more. These everybody fuck love, bitch. But damn, bitch, who we supposed to love?
Everybody fucking all trap songs.
Man, when I say about to get the dope, told that bitch no, get up out the dope, about to beat your ass, nigga, grab the glass, bust it across her ass. Now that shit shaking blood, I don't give a fuck, woo, woo. Bitch, they don't tell her what the hell they may do. It'll be, and they'll be sitting here fucking to a hell yeah, bitch, pussy, bitch. That's where folks be with. I'm like, you know what, whatever. That's what y'all float with, But I personally just feel like whatever kind of audience you bring and whatever you bring to your audience, they go fuck with whatever it is. So it could be other shit going on out here, but you can still have your own thing and own shit. So that's what I mean. I'm really doing my own thing for real.
Right. So what's the hold up far as like with the music, like far as like what are some issues that as an artist coming up, like you feel like artists comes up with their music, like problems of them trying to get their music to the masses, to get people attention to it? Like what problems you feel like artists come across that you come across?
Well, it's in general, I just feel like if you don't have certain resources, then it's gonna slow you down. If you're not as knowledgeable, then you're not gonna understand how to move. You're not gonna know where to move, which way to move. Like, so you have to educate yourself first before you can do anything. Like, I feel like for myself, the most thing with me is being consistent. Like, of course I do, you know, my TikToks and all that. So I stay consistent with those because I got the camera. I got control over when I do it, how I get up and do it, whether it's funny or not, whether I want to be serious. I also got control over if I want to be able to put my music to my TikToks to promote it for it to go viral or for the song to try to stick. It's all about whatever plans that I had to put in place. But it'll work better if I can use my platform to promote what I have that's bigger so that I can stay consistent so people can see longevity. Right. You know what I'm saying? See that, you know, outside of the funniness, I'm really passionate. Yeah, I'm really passionate about what I'm doing. Like, yeah, that shit funny, but like I said, that's a whole... I do that. I started that dance shit off some other shit. So it wasn't even based. It wasn't even solely off of TikTok. It was just because. So
let's get into that. So, all right, what made you get into TikTok? When you started TikTok, and then how did you? Because you're highly pretty good on it. Pretty good.
I got 2.4 million followers.
2.4 million followers. That's pretty. That's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty great. That's awesome. So like, what was the journeys of that? Because a lot of people try to get TikTok and they try to get numbers like that. And they try to get the recognition. But, like, what got you into TikTok and what made you, like, go onto this path and then stuff like that?
Well, I didn't start off with TikTok. I never knew what the hell that was. Like, I was on Facebook. So I didn't realize I was making TikToks on Facebook. So pretty much I was creating my own sound and imitating what I wanted to imitate based off the sound that I created. whether it was something that we know or it was something that I just made up, you know what I'm saying, or I did a jack beat. So, long story short, I end up seeing my mama at the time, boyfriend, daughter. I just seen her doing some shit in the camera. I was like, what the fuck is she having a seizure or something? So she was in that bitch just doing little shit I'm like, girl, you over here ticking and shit. She like, oh, I'm on this app. It's called TikTok. I'm like, you just sit your ass down, and here me is 3 months goddamn later doing the same shit she was fucking doing, not realizing that what she was doing. I know how crazy I look now. So this whole time, if I would have 3 months ahead ago if I would have just sat there and listened to what she was saying, instead of still being so judgmental on the fact she was sitting here, I was like, girl, you better hurt yourself. You better stop.
Sit your ass down.
Man, please.
And not knowing where that can open up.
Not knowing that it was doing the exact same thing that I was doing on Facebook. And I ended up getting on the app, thinking I can do what I did on Facebook, just like my rants, the way I talk, how vocal I was. Nah.
So why you can't do that on Facebook? Why you couldn't do it on, like, what's the difference between the social media app? Because a lot of people get it confused. I think because it's social media, they can post everything. Like, if they post something on Facebook, they feel like, well, I can post the same thing on all my other channels.
Yeah, each channel is more sensitive than the other.
Right.
So Facebook is getting more sensitive now, but it's not as sensitive. That's just me based off experience. Like, now, it is kind of sensitive because we can't even type bitch in the comments without them flagging you. And you can't be like, bitch, your dumb ass. Like, we can't even say it without them taking the context as bullying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On TikTok, man, that's a whole nother ball game over there, man. It's so many issues over there, I can't even get it. I just tell folks, depending on what kind of content you do, you just got to study what you're doing and study the apps. That's the best way to put it. Like, all I can tell you is every app is sensitive now. We all see that due to how the world is changing, due to how everybody's sitting here, they're so sensitive. If you even say anything wrong, like, we can't even have humor or dark humor no more without somebody saying, oh, you're fat shaming people. Like, how, bitch? I am fat.
Right.
I can call another bitch fat because I'm fat. I don't care if the bitch wasn't fat. I can say what I want to say. Like, you know, you can't even have fun with shit no more. That's why they on Dave Chappelle ass. Like, why? Come on, nigga, being real.
It's too many there's an organization for everything. Mm-hmm. If you pick on the deaf, you got a deaf community. Mm-hmm. You pick on the blind, you got a blind community. Mm-hmm. You know, there's an organization for everything.
I don't like labels.
Yeah.
I've never been a person of labels. I always thought it was weird. Like, I understood it growing up. That's what we had to be taught. But as I got older, I just took upon myself to decide, like, labels suck. Like, I don't even like celebrate no birthdays and shit. Like, for fucking what?
Right.
Like, why? Right. Hell, New Year, I don't even celebrate New Year's on the day of New Year's. New Year's considered New Year's to me is considered the day I was born. Right. It's a new year for me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all in a whole nother world, I'm in. Right. Just because we all in the same physical place don't mean nothing. Like, we still in the same world. That makes sense. So,
very purposely, I think it's like, I mean, my thing is, I don't treat certain holidays like other people.
Yeah,
like
I don't
Christmas,
celebrate the same way.
I don't get all happy for Christmas. I don't get all happy for Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah, I'm happy to be alive. More. But when you older, you realize all this is just some shit they put together and made together, just to keep you behind. Just keep you behind, so for the most part, but just hold it. But for the most part. But so all right, so your first time going viral on TikTok, how did that go?
That's crazy because I went viral for so many different things. Like I was saying, the very first one that stuck. Yeah. So the very first thing that stuck was who need food stamps. So it was a little trend going on. It was like, I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. So I was like, that's funny as fuck. So I took it and just said, I'm in the suburbs. Who need food stamps? Who need food stamps? $35? It was like $40. Like, wow. Who want these stamps? And it was just like, that just went. I don't know why it went, but it went. But it ended up getting took down later on for, I don't know what reason. It ended up just blocking me. So I ended up creating a whole nother page. But when it went, everybody know me as a food stamp girl because I ended up having another video after that kind of dealt with food stamps. Yeah. So it was kind of old.
So at first you was known as a food stamp girl.
Yeah. I was known as Who Need Food Stamps.
Who Need Food Stamps. Right. Yeah. Okay.
But my first time ever going viral, it wasn't on TikTok, it was on Facebook, and that's when I did a dance to R. Kelly. I think it was It Seems Like You're Ready. I had on some Pete tights and a bathing suit and some old brown hairs in a wig. And I just danced to the song. And I did like a couple of little flips here and there. And I stayed on beat. And they was like, no, that bitch then. And I used to spam tag everybody. Like I said, I was studying the platform by that time, tagging people. Does that matter if you tag people? Whether if their page is public and I tag you, now everybody get to see it on their page. So I was figuring out how to connect my pages to everybody who can't see my pages through Facebook, because Facebook algorithm isn't open. Right. So you can't just post something and the world see your shit. You just post it and whomever is public or whoever your friend can see it. But if I tag everybody up to 100 people, then out of those 100 people, 10 probably got a private page. That's cool. Right. Guess what? The other goddamn 90 got an open page, and those 90 folks go share whatever they do, and so on. Right. So that's how I knew how to go viral off of that. And then I took it over to TikTok. Right. And I just kept doing the same thing. Like, I started seeing the trend. I'm like, okay, so TikTok is a dancing thing, so let me start doing the trends. And I started doing the trends, realized that shit sucked. And I was going viral. At that time, viral to me was like 100K. So I was like, okay, bitch, you get some numbers, and then my following's going up. I never paid attention to my following, honestly. Like,
yeah, you just ain't really.
I ended up getting like 50K to 100K so quick, cause every page that got banned. The page I'm on now is my 4th page. It's not my only page.
Why you keep getting banned? Like, why you feel like you keep getting banned?
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of times I know I was doing ratchet ass shit. Like I said, I couldn't do what I was doing on Facebook on there, so I can't go on there with the dark humor jokes. Cause now it's like, yo.
That's too much. We rock with you, but
you doing, yo, we ain't, this not the hood, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna leave that ghetto shit on over here to Facebook.
But it's crazy because, like, TikTok community, they don't want to promote hood shit, if you want to say hood shit. Mm-hmm. But they do hood shit on there.
Yeah.
Kind of backwards, ain't it?
Yeah, it depends on who's posting the shit, too.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards. Cause
you know what I'm saying? Black folks, we post anything. It don't matter what it can be. We'll get in trouble for it. But let somebody of a different race post some shit, then
Cause I don't understand it, cause my nieces do TikTok. They young. They average from the ages 2 on up. My only issue with TikTok is they allow kids to be grown, meaning that when we was growing up, you couldn't listen to certain content because of the content of the message of what they were saying in it and things like that. Mm-hmm. But what TikTok does, it opens up the floor for, I feel like it opens up the floor for kids with, say like a trend is popping. The song might be disgusting. Not kid friendly. Mm-hmm. But since it's on TikTok and you got so many popular people doing it, kids doing it. And, it's kind of hard for parents to, monitor those things, because if you got kids dancing to, for instance, the beatbox song. Mm-hmm. He didn't say nothing crazy, but if you listen to the content on it, it's not kid friendly.
Right.
It's not.
What's kid friendly though?
It's nothing kid friendly. It's nothing kid friendly anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing was ever kid friendly.
I'm saying, Facebook, even with Facebook had a policy where at certain ages you couldn't make one.
Yeah, we couldn't make. I remember when Facebook first came out, you had to be in college.
You had to be in college. It wasn't even designed for the public.
It wasn't even designed, so we just make up fake colleges just to get on.
MySpace was popping in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was popping. My only thing to that is it does come on to the parents. You have to teach your kids.
Right.
My son's 6 years old and he see how I act. He know what I do. I ain't hiding the bitch ass thing, but he don't grow up like me. He know how to decide for himself on what he like and what he don't like. If he don't like to hear me cuss and I don't really do too much all that around him, even though I'm gonna say it, whatever, he'll be like, I just rather go over here, or I'd rather not listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Right. He still say his words, but he can differentiate what he want to do or not. He see some weird stuff, he ain't gonna watch it. So it's all about how you raise your kids. Right. Now, we can't get mad because of what's put out on social media. Social media is a platform for everybody. Right. We all knew that. We all agreed upon that. If this was going to be an issue back in the 90s and the early 80s or whatever, we should have stopped this shit then.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a difference from now when we was growing up. We was listening to Trina and all these other people that was kid friendly. I ain't know what popping pussy sucking dick was, but I was out here saying that shit. I meant that.
Right. But you know, but back then everybody wasn't listening to that because
it was so much variety.
It was so much because at that time the internet wasn't broad open like that.
You had to get it through radio and through TV.
Or you had to buy it. And then when they did get online, they had it through streaming sites like LimeWire. You could download it.
If you were knowledgeable on
Napster
that,
and stuff like that. Yeah,
so
but now it's more open where you can go on YouTube and listen to it for free.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's crazy when we do, like, even with my song Get It Bitch. It's a twerk song, but you know what I'm saying? If a child twerk to it, if I make a dance to it, you know, I'll try to not make the dance so provocative, but I'm not finna stop who I am. I'm grown as fuck. Like, I can't help it. Like I said, my son, he 6. He know what's right and what's wrong. Right. But he also know what sound good too. He know it's catchy, but it ain't for me. It's grown folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the reason I bring that
we
up
just can't be so hard on everything. That's what the issue is. We want everybody to want control over everything. It's like, nah, bro, just bow down, chill out.
Yeah, because I think the reason I broke it up because, you know, I'm in the middle with TikTok. Like, I'm in the middle where it's like I see the flaws of it, but I also see the pros of it. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, it gives kids, you know, kids that's on it all the time, it keeps them out of trouble. It keeps them busy, keeps them entertained, and then you never know. Like, they might look at somebody on there like, okay, I want to be this when I grow up. I want to be this. It also, I feel like social media also help kids and help youth realize, okay, I see how popular this person getting off this, and I can do this. I want to do this. I want to learn this.
Yeah, it can.
There's so many pros to it and cons.
Yeah, that's why I say if you go allow your child to be on social media, you have to go ahead and build your child confidence up. Right. You got to go ahead and let them know what's real and what's not real. You got to let them know that some things people just manipulate you to just look at for entertainment. It's to the point I just tell my son everything entertainment. Don't believe it. It's not real. Right. Like, don't you see how I do stuff and do videos and then we stop and then there's something else? He be like, yeah, this is exactly how everything you watch. We're going to say it's like that. Right.
So my thing is, because even if you like going to what you're saying about the parenting, I feel like the world is getting oversensitive because it's like you can't really say a joke anymore, for one. Right. And I just feel like even when it comes to like all the communities, the LGBTs, everybody, I just feel like we all get ridiculed for our flaws or how we look, our sizes.
If you can't laugh at yourself, then the point of you laughing.
Exactly. So I feel like no one should be. I feel like nothing in this world is safe. On the internet, nothing's safe. Death, life.
Nothing is.
Nothing.
You're not supposed to be so inserted anyway with so many things. Who cares?
Right. Because you got trolls.
We're not saying don't be emotionless. Right. Don't have no sympathy or empathy. We're just saying, like, why? Right. You know, I'm supposed to enjoy this shit that we got out here. Enjoy the shit everybody create out here in the world and just live with that shit the best way you can. Right. That's how I'm doing it. I don't got time for the bullshit. Like, I'm not finna sit here and worry about what my son watching, because at the end of the day, when he watched something the other day, he was like, oh no, mommy, I think I watched something I wasn't supposed to watch. I was like, what is it? He was like, they said the world is gonna end in this many days. I'm like, Nicholas, that video was created in 2017, son. It's 2021. It's 2021. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not real. It's people in their own theories. He was like, but it scared me. I'm like, it seems scary. He was like, I was too young to die. I'm like, Nicholas, you're not finna die, baby. And if you ever was to go, you wouldn't even remember it. Right. You wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's the way you explain things to them for them to understand. I don't know how the bitch ass thing for fucking wet for him to get old and be like, bitch, you watered this shit down to me for what you could have just told me. You could have told me that from the beginning.
I feel like our kids need to be exposed to the world because they already exposed.
Yeah, like, honestly, they're just testing us.
They're just testing. They already exposed.
They asking me, he asked me how I the sky blue. I don't really know the answer, son, but I got a feeling you finna tell me why this motherfucker blue ain't it. I bet my teacher gonna tell me why that bitch was blue. You tell me why it's blue. And he'll sit there and tell you what Google said or YouTube said, you know? Right. So kids not as dumb as we say they is. Like, I just let my child be a child as much as he can. I give him a little bit of what we got going on so he can balance out with him just still being a free-spirited child who ain't scared of shit. Yeah. And I give him a little bit. Like, he get a little cell phone, he watch a little bit here. But you ain't doing too much. Don't ask to go on too many games. He ain't playing that Roblox shit. You don't need all that. Right. You need all that. So, because he don't play all that, he likes to make music and he likes to draw. Right. So, he's a good-ass artist. Color very well. So, it's all because I didn't give him something else and his mind focused on some other shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how we choose to do something. And me personally, I've been through so much shit growing up. I refuse to let my child experience the same shit that I experienced. I refuse to sit here and have all these questions and know the answer to the question I know the answers now to the questions that I had then, and I feel bad. If I look at my folks like, man, it's fucked up. Y'all couldn't just told me this shit. Like, I ain't let my son go through that shit. Like, right. I'm keeping it 1,000 with him, even when it come to his daddy and shit. Like, I'm letting him, bro, you got a lame man daddy, bro. Don't never be a lame man nigga. I ain't raising you like that. Right. So this shit, it is what it is. And you can tell a nigga love you, but a nigga go show you if he love you. Right. I feed you, right? Right. I clothe you, right? He be like, yeah. That don't mean I love you, though, son. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Taking care of you so I don't go to jail because that's what the law told me to do. But I also make sure I nourish you. I speak life into you. I play with you. That's the other love outside of me just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got motherfuckers who can't do what they're supposed to do for you. So don't sit here and get love confused. Right, right. Don't sit here and get this shit confused. How about how folks show you need to be able to look at how people are acting towards you, their body language. You go around somebody, but they don't give you attention that you're asking for. Right. They're not hugging you how you want them to. They're not giving you the conversation that you need, or when you can see they're not interested in the question that you're asking them. Right. So that's the difference how I show my son where love is and how you're supposed to treat somebody, how somebody's supposed to treat you, because at the end of the day, you not finna grow up disrespect a damn human out here. But you not finna be no pussy either. I'm finna show you how to book up. So if a motherfucker try you because they think shit sweet, you finna let these hoes know, bitch, nah, bitch, you got a bulldog on you. I'm finna eat your ass the fuck up. Fuck you me. I'm whole ass monster. Right. You either wanna play or you wanna die. Which one you wanna do? Have a good day or a bad day? Right. That's my thing with everybody. I don't do the middle. Right. I don't do middleman shit. We gonna have a good day, we gonna have a bad day. Right. If your day go from being good and go to bad, figure out how to have a better day. Right. That's how I look at that shit. Right. So I tell folks, you choose your poison, you pick your poison on what you want. Everybody know, no matter what kind of action it is, it has a consequence, no matter if it's good or bad. Right. No matter if it's good or bad, it don't. Right. You pick your day. Just because you may not be as crazy when you get mad, just because you think you're finna do something to me, I may kill you, bitch. We're different. We have different anger levels. So you can't do the same, you can't have them same actions on people and expect the same consequence that you would give. That's not how it go. Right. You may throw something at me, I may punch you. Right. You may be like, well, it didn't hurt. Okay, bitch, well, it may did. It may did, right. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on how you look at shit and just how you handle stuff. Like. Right.
Speaking of handling stuff, okay, so far as, I know about you being successful online. You know, you get, so being successful online, okay, you have your trolls. Those are now I tell a lot of artists, because I've been viral a couple of times. Mm-hmm. When you go viral a couple of times, you gotta be able to deal with everything that comes with that. So right. If a lot of good come with that, of course, the bad comes with that. Right. So you have people that ridicule you for your size, the way you look, right, different things like that. How do you handle those trolls? Cause you get millions of views. So out that millions of views, you gotta let everybody know, like, once you go viral, cause a lot of people think going viral, that means all good.
Yeah, people think once you go viral, now you officially getting paid. And it's like, no. You can go viral every goddamn day. If you don't have your account set up properly, you're not getting paid. Right. If you don't understand the knowledge behind the shit, you're not getting paid. And then people weren't even getting paid for how we getting paid now, how people thought it was back then. You get people who are sponsors, businesses, and all that stuff is levels to this shit. Yeah. Just like how people get signed with sponsorships. Yeah, but I was getting to, like, for example, it's not no Nike, right, nor Adidas, but I don't give a fuck. It's a business, and they're giving me something, whether it's free or paid. Right. Same thing. You build that shit up, and once you build that shit up, you take what you got and you learn how to create the content you need to advertise that. Now that you're advertising that, the views that you already get on top of the content that you created with the product that you're using, now you got companies who see you, who's bigger, want to use you for something else. But when it comes to going viral, as far as my size and everything and how I look, I wake up every day and I had to view the world my entire life, not necessarily looking like this, but just being who I am. Like, right, what the fuck difference it was on camera. I put it on camera, you got the whole wide world looking at you, and The fuck y'all go say about me, bitch? Look at your damn self.
Right.
Some of y'all can't even get up in the morning and wash your ass or be yourself and you go crazy. Like, I don't have that problem.
Right.
So before you get on social media, you have to mentally already be strong. You have to know who you are. You have to know that you are the shit. You have to be secure within yourself. Right. If you already insecure and crazy and you're here trying to go viral, now you're arguing in the comments and stuff. First of all, I don't read comments. If I read a comment, I'm scrolling through to find a comment to troll off of. I'm a troll. That's how I do this shit. I learned how to work this shit because I had so many other pages to troll what I'm doing. Like, I had to study and understand how to make it. Right. Because when nobody else gonna teach me.
Right. You gotta have tough skin.
You gotta have tough skin, you just got to know how to not look at shit. I don't look at anything like people can say. I do it on purpose to the point now where it's like I notice what you're saying, so why would I get mad? That's what I want you to say, because when you say that, you're boosting my algorithm for it to keep going. Right. Whether I'm getting paid for it or not. Right. So it's like, at the end of the day, my content is going to reach who it need to reach based off the controversy that I'm giving you guys.
Right, because TikTok mostly about controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly controversy.
All social media in general is about controversy.
Social media is controversy.
I post on the same pages and the same platforms, all 3 platforms, over and over again. The only stuff that I can't break is Twitter, because I don't follow anybody on Twitter, and it don't have an open algorithm. Right. So it reminds me kind of like Facebook, so I don't fuck with it. I got time to be breaking down the app again to rebuild the app. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Because it takes time. You got to really sit there and study. Time. You got to study, and you got to do trial and error.
Right. And when it comes to TikTok, nobody knew about TikTok until I got on that bitch. Like, yeah, it was kids and teenagers on there because it was Musical.ly, and you had your regular people who was mainstream at the time who was using it. But I started advertising TikTok in 2020, and I was on Facebook, and I kept telling everybody, y'all, I figured it out. All y'all gotta do is go on here, take whatever brand or company you got, add a little content to it, chop it up a little bit, do this and do that. When I was going viral on Facebook and stuff, people thought I was on drugs. People calling my daddy, like, yeah, you know, your daughter out here doing this, making videos, doing this. I think she on drugs. Got my daddy word. You know what I'm saying? I'm my daddy on a child. I'm my daddy baby. Like, I ain't out here on no drugs or nothing. How the hell y'all getting me having fun, laughing on with drugs? Right. Then when I moved to TikTok to another platform, people understand what I'm doing, who understand the humor. Now I'm over there, this grown ass over here on this kid platform. But guess what? I'm on this bitch getting so many millions of views off the platform to the point where now everybody and their mama on there. It was nobody on this platform doing shit with no type of art, hair, anything. When I got on this platform, it was strictly dance, and it was strictly like transitions where they take the transition and do the cool edits. Yeah. That's all it was on TikTok when I got on here, dance trend. I went from doing dance trend to using the trending sounds and doing my own body movements. That's how I went viral, because I took it and did something else with it. So I made it become popular, and I kept posting it on Facebook because I was still viral on Facebook. I utilized all my platforms, including with Instagram. But the thing with Facebook is, TikTok had its logo on there, so I didn't have to watermark my shit no more. So when I save my videos and put it on there, I might say TikTok. Anytime we're live on Facebook, I'm getting 10K views. No lie. Live on fucking Facebook, because I didn't get on there cute. I went on there with no bra. I went on there ashy. I made myself look disgusting as fuck, because I knew that while I was viral, that was going to get the motherfucking views that I needed. Also, while I'm talking shit, I'm promoting my goddamn music. I'm promoting this bullshit here. I'm doing this shit here, because I ain't no dummy at this shit. I know how this shit go. Right. So we got the trolls in the comments. Well, who put a big worm on here talking shit? Yeah, a bit talk shit I want to. I'll sit here and give you something positive, going, giving you something positive, telling you how to come up, and then I snap out of nowhere and find a comment just out of random and start talking shit, jiving. Give a fuck how much I'm jiving on you. I don't give a fuck you to troll. I be like, you cracker ass bitch. Oh, your dead ass grandma rolling her motherfucking grave, bitch. That's why I'll say any goddamn thing. Because more I say your dead ass grandma, 45 shares. 45 shares. I can see the numbers going up. Right. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit on purpose, and my thing, it's so good that I don't even act it out no more. Like, it just come natural. It come naturally. Like, I can't pretend it's a comment there just to boost my shit up. Nobody be like, oh, who the fuck said that? That pussy ass bitch, I got you blocked. Ain't even blocked. Ain't nobody there. People just ready to snap on a motherfucker who you talking to. So when I was on live, I made that shit go. I made TikTok go. I went viral because it wasn't as saturated when I was on there, and I made that shit go. I made everybody come on that bitch. Wasn't nobody getting on that bitch. Then you hear about Jason Derulo. That's probably one of the first people who get on, start taking everybody's shits and doing whatever with the songs. Yeah. I'm not mainstream, so you're not gonna know about me. I wasn't popping, so you're not gonna know about me. You know what I'm saying? I made TikTok what it was. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Like, I'm the soldier boy of this shit.
Yeah.
And this is real facts. Like, the proof is in the pudding. I literally made over 4,000 videos on TikTok. My page was getting hit so bad by trolls, I deleted every video I created off of TikTok. Every video that went viral. Because I wanted folks to know I don't give a fuck about going viral. My numbers went from me having 1.9 million followers and 0 likes. Because I took all my videos off. And what I did was, I started reposting new shit. And get what? Still kept hitting. It ain't got nothing to do with the following. It got something to do with the algorithm. I still kept hitting. Right. Kept hitting because I know how to do this shit. That's how I knew I had the sauce to this shit. That's how I know I can sell my overall, what I want to call it. What's the thing for it? My plan or my how I do what I do, and anybody can go viral off of it. You just got to do what I tell you to do, word for word.
Just do exactly how you
just got to follow the recipe.
Right.
As simple as that. So, I don't pay attention to the comments. I don't give a fuck nobody got to say. Like, you can't tell me shit that I ain't already told myself or already done seen or somebody already done told me. When you got family members who done talked down on you and did X, Y, Z and looked at you like you wasn't shit, who the fuck gives a fuck what anybody else in the world think?
Right.
Fuck is you saying? Like, I ain't gotta live with none of y'all. Y'all ain't paying my bills. I ain't paying y'all bills. I don't give a fuck. You can ask my family outside of my immediate family. What the fuck is that? The fuck? Them folks don't know me, I don't know them folks.
Right.
So it's a lot that went behind that shit at the beginning of me doing what I was doing, and not everybody in my face, oh my God, you're funny. I tell everybody you're my cousin, bitch. Am I?
Right.
You want me to pull up on y'all to a family union that I ain't never been to? And how many years y'all don't give a fuck if I was dead or alive? Come on, bro.
So this is life after TikTok success, right?
This is just before I even got. I haven't even touched the success yet.
Right.
This just the hype.
Right.
This not even
your peak yet. It's not even.
I'm not even peak yet.
Right.
So it goes to show 2 years of hard work. If I wasn't ever blocked and consistently ran by trolls, I would have been past my peak. I would have been reached my level because of how consistent and how my numbers went. That's why now I slow down. I ain't even gotta do nothing. I've been relevant for 2 years straight. It's not a time that nobody has not thought about me or video. I cannot post for 2 months and I still got videos that's going viral due to the fact that's how relevant that I am. Yeah. So it's not me being cocky. It's just me studying what I built, understanding how to build a corporation or just how to see how these numbers go. Right. So when people ask me questions and want to do X, Y, Z, I can get them there. Right. Whether I want to be in front of the camera or not. Right. If I'm behind the camera, I'm still going to make money because I know how to make this shit go. Right. Whether I have a big corporation with me or not. I can take one person and make them the best person in the world. Right. Because I believe that much in myself. Like, I feel like I have that big of a power. Like, I feel like I can do anything that I want to do. With me right now, I don't have no team. Right. I don't have the consistency for what I want to do for my music. Yeah, I can keep the flow with the following and the numbers going with the stupidity that I do. Who cares? But what I want to do, I need a team for it. Yeah. A team can only make you better than what you really are.
Yeah, because you don't want to keep doing this for years and years and years. Because it's
been 2 years
You want to show
now.
some upgrading.
Yeah, it's time to show some levitation. Like,
yeah, because like on your platform, you see filming things on your own, but you get with somebody and you start doing more high quality stuff. It shows to your audience.
It's gonna show that you're marketable.
Now you market and it show like, whoa,
You'll be like, damn, why the bitch ain't been doing this? Oh damn, we should have been hot on it. And don't get me wrong, I don't know. I done had so many people who I done talked to, but it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, people be discrediting me. Like,
I just gotta ask you that. Cause I'm like, for you going viral and you being right here in Augusta, a lot of people don't even know how many numbers that you produce. You produce millions for videos. Yeah. So that's the problem though. What I don't understand is so many artists and so many businesses that need that extra look. Like, have they reached out, or if they did reach out, did it, because I know if you do get approached by people, a lot of people want to come at you mostly on some free stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that you really had to put in the man hour, the time.
Yeah, not knowing that it didn't happen overnight. I didn't go viral overnight.
Right.
I've been doing this shit for years.
So how you handle and how you filter out the ones that you genuinely want to work with you from the ones that really just trying to ride the wave?
I just tell people what I want, and if you just can't apply the pressure that I need, then it's no point in talking to you. Right. I don't have time to go backwards. Like, I'm so fluent with what I say, and it's like I'm not sugarcoating shit. How else can I say I need help? I don't got the right funds for it, but I can make anything happen how we need it happen. Just stay communicative with me so we can know what we need to do. I need help with a music video. This is the treatment for the video. I can find the people. I got the clothes. I got the location. I need somebody to film it. I can't pay you this because I put all the money towards this, but I need to get it. Right. If you cannot just be like, fuck it, you got this many following, it can be this, we make a link up, my name getting put on there, woo. If you can't do that and just give me what I ask you for, then what's the point of working with me?
Yeah, right.
I built this myself. Right. I don't need nobody. It's so many gadgets out here and drones to where I can record myself and get the footage that I need for myself. But it's like, why? I'm tired of doing the extra work. I'm tired of being every position. Right. I've learned the position. That's what you need to do in order for you to be a CEO, boss of your shit. Right. It's to learn the position. I even learned the do-boy girl and the do-girl position of my own shit. Right. I had to become the troll. I had to become the hater. I had to become all that shit to understand why folks do what they do, but understand how this shit work as a whole, because you need all of it for it to go.
Right.
That's what I did, and I'm here now. Right. With what I do. Single mama. I drag him with me no matter where it's at. Like, we go do what the fuck we got to do to get this goddamn money. And it's just that simple. And I was in Atlanta before I came to Augusta. I came back here. I moved to Atlanta in 2018. I started helping somebody with their hair company who was in the industry at the time. Long story short, that shit went south. We ended up making $300,000. Making this money all together in months. In like 3-4 months. So we getting $20K a week at least. You know what I'm saying? I quit working a 9 to 5 in 2017. I've been hustling ever since. Right. I ain't had no other job. And you know, I can't get no other job due to I'm a raw day ass. It's just that simple, bro. Like, right. I don't know no other way to put it. Like, I'm a raw day ass, cause bro, I know my worth. So ain't no point in me trying to go look for no job doing it. I done did everything I'm supposed to do. I graduated high school. I went out to school. I tried to do this shit. I dropped out. Like, this shit wasn't for me. Like, bro, this shit's stupid. Who the fuck? Right. This shit so old. It don't even make sense. Like, I'm already smarter than this shit. Well, I don't need to learn this shit. Fuck it. That's what I was on. Like, I just went and got a job and just kept going. I figured this shit out.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of school back then, even now, a lot of school just can't you remember. Can you remember history? Can you recite when this happened?
No, I can't recite none of that shit because it's fake.
Yeah, exactly.
Back then, I already felt in my spirit, I was like, man, this shit's some bullshit. I'm just calling my mama said, so I'm just barely paid, bro. I'm gonna hit the ass. Let me gonna get a DI, take this whip and fuck that shit.
Me too.
Cause who the fuck finna sit here and memorize this bullshit? I'm sitting here looking at you got a cracker teaching me some shit about crackers, about how they did us, and I'm sitting here, this don't add up. It's fucked up how they did it, but it ain't adding. The math is not mathing, bitch. Right. So there's no point in me doing this. I'm just cheat on somebody.
Right. Then you get older and realize all that was some bullshit.
And then you get older and realize, you know what, you wasn't crazy as fuck. You wasn't crazy. Fuck the school system. Right. Now I got a son. I still have the same fuck the school system mindset, but it's like, I want you to learn X, Y, Z, but while you're learning this, I'm also going to tell you other shit too. So it's just the balance that you have. You got to let them experience the life that was given. Yeah, you got to play the system. You know what I'm saying?
Got to play the system.
Yeah. Got to play the game, bro. This is the whole video game.
Most definitely.
You only get one life.
Most definitely. So, all right. So before we slide off on NewbieVeT, what are some upcoming things you got coming up?
I got new music coming up. I'm getting that together, and I'm still working on getting people to work with me as a team so we can build this content, build the videos that I need to, and get that pushing. Once that shit get it pushing, like, everybody go see what I was saying, like how the plan works, like how my system works on just being successful at social media and just becoming mainstream in general. Right. Like, I'm just that confident in it. Like, if it don't work the way I say it's going to work, it's because clearly people are going to be hating because the talent's there. Right. And when it's on camera, it's like you can't hide it. At this point, it's going to be over because she fat and black. And that's what my excuse is always going to be. Right. And you can't say I ain't got the talent. You can't say I can't move. You can't say I can't do this. You can't say I can't. I'm making my own designs. I'm putting my own music out. I'm dropping my own shit. I'm calling my own everything. You can't say I can't do it. Right. Only thing I'm missing right now with the pizzazz. Yeah, the little extra shit they want to see. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you that. Then what's going to be an excuse? Because don't try to put me in the same category as really big bitches because I ain't dead. All right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I got a lot coming up. And I just tell everybody, just keep following, keep watching, be real. Like, fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with you. It's that simple.
Right. All right. So how can they get in contact with you for bookings or just a follow? And is there any love you would like to shout out?
Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. KiKi2Blunt. That's KiKi2Blunt. My music is the same, KiKi2Blunt. I say it like that because people hear Kiki, they hear Keke, and I'm like, nah, baby, it's KiKi. KiKi2Blunt. KiKi2Blunt. So you can look me up on all platforms, everything the same. Ain't no excuses. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even though I don't be on Twitter like that. It's just everything. And I don't know, that's it. I ain't really got no shout out. Shout out to me and my son, cause we doing this fucking shit. Other than that, shit. Shout out to the newbie.
What's up,